Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of This or That. We're kind of taking the page out of the old Did They Really Happen book, and we're going to get some preachers to give us their opinions, both biblically, phonetically, ambitiously, financially, metaphorically, animatronically. We're going to do everything we can to take over the human race with this podcast. I have my esteemed guest. Let me see here. How do I mute him? Bradley Smith. Bradley, welcome to the podcast. Go ahead and say hello.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Mark, welcome to the podcast. Go ahead and say hello at this time.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Man,
Hello.
we're so glad to have you. Tell us about yourself, Mark, because I think everybody at home has been waiting for this day. And with the two of us here podcasting together, this could be an incredible night.
I think it's going to be a spectacular night, and I'm looking forward to it. And just a little bit about myself.
Yeah.
I am the preacher at the Free Communion Church of Christ in Monroe, Tennessee. I have a wife, and I have a new puppy named Trip.
Whoa, breaking news. When did Trip come into the equation?
About a month ago.
How old is he?
He is 5 months.
Is he spayed and neutered?
Yes, we got him at the Cookeville Animal Shelter. He likes to pee in the house, but we're breaking him out of that.
When he gets a little bit older, will you change his name to Vacation?
Vacation?
Yeah, since
Bradley,
Trip
I
is
think we'll leave it at Trip.
since Trip is
Bro.
short. Vacation.
Bro, I think it would be fall.
Trip Fall. His pound name was Larry, but
His pound name was Larry.
scratch that from the tape.
Okay, listen.
Scratch that from the tape.
Today at Chick-fil-A, before we get into this or that, today at Chick-fil-A, the lady took my order, and she says, "And what would be a good name for your order?" And I said, "Jeremy." She said, "Okay." So
Now I know where Adam
then-
gets it from.
Then I hand her my card, which has my name on it. It's not Jeremy. And she swipes it and kind of looks at me funny. And I was with Drew Suttles, friend of the podcast. Drew, if you're listening, let me just look at you for a minute. Hey, buddy. It's good to hear you. Anyways, Drew and I were talking, and I basically said, I'm probably going to forget that I said my name is Jeremy. And 5 minutes goes by, and they come out and go, "Jeremy?" I was like looking all over the place, like, "Who's Jeremy?" And then they're like, "Order for Jeremy?" And they're looking at me, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's me." Well, I didn't know that on all of the items of food, they put your name on them. And so I get to Wayne and Cindy's, and they start taking the food out. And on all of the pieces of food, it says Jeremy. And I could tell Cindy was about to say, "Did we get somebody else's order?" And I had to tell them that I said my name was Jeremy. Anyways, this or that.
Jeremy.
This is a podcast that we're testing the waters out. We're 3 minutes in, and I'm already more depressed than I've ever been in my entire life.
I can fix that, but you just
And
have
I
to
was
give me a minute.
alive. I was alive when Enron crashed.
Wasn't that an oil company?
Shut up. This or that. All right, guys. Books or movies. By the way, this PowerPoint presentation was put together by Autumn McBrayer, friend of the podcast, wife of a man on the podcast. Not
Not
this
this one.
podcast, but the podcast network that we're all a part of. Our wives, Bradley and mine, are sitting off to our left and my right, and Mark's wife is a school teacher and couldn't be here. So, books or movie time?
I'm going to say books,
Get out.
because I feel like books are always better than the movies, and the movies always disappoint from what the books say, kind of like Twilight. Twilight was an absolute disappointment. It's true. And Hunger Games. Nobody thought Katniss was going to be as boring as Jennifer Lawrence was.
Listen, I read. This is the only time I've ever done this, but I'd gotten the book The Hunger Games, and I determined I was going to give it a chance because everybody was raving about it. And I open it up, and the first line is, "I wake up and the other side of the bed is cold." And I was like, duh. And I threw the book in the trash, and I never read another line. And so when the movie came out, I was like, well, I'll give it a chance. And it was better than the book, because anytime you start, like, that'd be like saying, "I wake up and the sun has risen." And it's like, yeah, it does every day. Duh.
I don't know. I just think books are better. And I think Bradley would agree with me if he had any sense.
You know, Mark.
Moving on. No. No, go ahead. What do you have to say? This or that? Books or don't lick the microphone.
I didn't lick the microphone. What are
You
you
were
talking
going to.
about? Mark, you make some very compelling arguments, but you're totally wrong. I mean, absolutely and completely. How long does it typically take you to read a book, Mark?
A couple hours.
That's a lie.
No, it takes me probably about a month.
Did you say... Wait, whoa. That is such an opposite ends of the spectrum. A couple of hours, and then he goes, no, that's not right. It's usually about a month. Are we talking like the Junie B. Jones books, or what? How long?
Like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
How long did it
300,
take
300 pages for the Hunger Games? Siri, how
probably
many
2
pages are in the
weeks.
Hunger Games?
Okay, 2
Wait.
weeks.
There are 384 pages in the first Hunger Games book.
Wow.
Yeah, make that 2.5 weeks.
Siri, thank you so much.
Okay.
You are amazing.
So 2.5 weeks. Can you look up the runtime for the Hunger Games movie?
No, I'm not capable of doing that, but I can ask someone. Lauren, look up the runtime of the Hunger Games movies.
142 minutes. Wow.
Minute and 42 seconds. I am a movie person now after that.
We're 7 minutes in, and I'm already happy we're doing this podcast.
Is that
okay?
Is that an hour and 42 minutes?
42 minutes.
Or was it
142
140
minutes?
Or is it 142 minutes, like 2 hours and...
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
that is 2 hours and 22 minutes.
okay, 2 hours and 22 minutes as compared to 2.5 weeks to read the book.
He said a month. He said a month.
I thought he said 2.5 weeks. He
On
went back and
average,
hedged.
on average, Mark reads 100 pages a week.
Okay. 2.5 hours.
Do you know how much
It's
time you
nothing.
would save if you just watched more movies?
Exactly.
Seriously.
Yeah, but the problem with that is I just feel like there are times where the movies take out the good parts of the book.
Like what?
Huh?
The boring parts?
Like you loved the fact that the little girl died in the book, and that was they spent more time on that rather than in the movie where it was like 5 minutes instead of
The
like a whole
book
chapter.
made it come more alive, no pun intended.
Made it come more alive. Like,
Well,
Scratch that from the tape.
no, listen, think about what you just said. The book made the murder feel more realistic,
It
and
did.
that's why I liked
no, he said it made the murder come alive, which is an oxymoron.
Yeah, because
You're an
you can
oxymoron.
go
Thank
to
you.
your mind and imagine what it's going to be. Whereas the movie, it already.
Bro,
does it for
you have a mic for a reason. Talk into
Well,
it.
I'm just saying. Listen, when you're reading the book, you can create your own characters in
Right.
your mind. But
That's
when
true.
I don't want Steven Spielberg to do it for me.
Spielberg.
Spielberg.
Okay,
I don't want
but how
Steven
about
Spielberg
instead
to
of
do it for
that,
me.
you don't do it. You get to eat popcorn. Have you ever tried to eat popcorn while you read a
cholesterol.
book?
Yeah, every day.
Okay.
What's wrong with you? So you say books, you say movies.
Yeah.
I am the tie-breaking vote.
Okay.
Moving on. No. So there is something about me that most people probably know. The movie theater is like my jam. There is nothing better in this world than going to a movie theater, sitting in the dark with a bucket of popcorn, with a gaggle of popcorn in there, and a gaggle of what is it? What is it? A gaggle
Geese.
of cats that we talked about.
No, gaggle of
well,
geese.
no, that's a did that really happen deep cut. You should know that. There's a
no,
gaggle
there's a flood of dogs.
and then a gaggle of cats.
No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty positive.
No.
Megan, watch Did That Really Happen, Season 1, Episode 5.
The best episode ever
And
of
tell
that
me-
podcast.
Wow, thanks a lot.
I mean,
We've
it
done
was.
like
It was-
20.
It's the best.
Man, if you've been on Did That Really Happen, find Bradley and make sure you remind him about the time that he said that he's not the only lectureship director that's not 80,000 years old in front of several lectureship directors that are 60 or younger.
Wow,
Anyways,
60.
movies win. So we're going to say movies won the first round. No, we're going to start with me this time.
Okay.
Instagram or Facebook? Neither. Like, can I just pick or instead of this or that? Can I just pick the or?
What's the or?
Silence.
It's the thing in a boat that helps it move.
All right, Brother Mosier, calm down. Don't quote me from your notes. This is don't quote me from your boat. Anyways, Instagram or Facebook? I spend more time on Facebook than I do on Instagram. And Instagram always bugs me because it's trying to push the reels or whatever they're called. And it's always things that I've already seen. But Facebook does the same thing. But then Facebook gets on to me because, like, if right now I started talking about fighter jets, all of a sudden, Facebook's going to be like, want to buy a plane?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever thought about this or not, but you should buy an aircraft. And then for the next 3 weeks, I started talking about new display stuff for the school. For 3 weeks, I was getting these random, quote-unquote, pop-up ads like, hey, we do tabletop displays, and we do this and that. And it's like, sure you do.
Yeah.
Why can't it for once be something that I want, like bag of money found in woods? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Pizza. They do that already. It's
That's why
called
we
an
need to
ad.
go with X.
Well,
It's just called
should,
an ad.
It should know.
It should know. You just have the doorbell ring. There's a guy out there with a pizza. Hey, Facebook said you wanted this. I'm going to pick Facebook just because I've used it more.
I'm also going
I
to
didn't say it was your turn.
You pointed at me.
No.
Yes, you did.
I pointed near you toward the bug that was flying over there on the wall. Mark, it's Bradley's turn. Go ahead.
I'm also going to go with Facebook because I like I like seeing the posts of the people that shouldn't be allowed to have social media.
You're one of them.
Like,
You're kidding.
like the ones that just share the dumb, like the obviously AI generated pictures. It's like, no one wished me happy birthday.
Like Snoop Dogg eating spaghetti or
I
whatever.
have 3 crowns for teeth.
Yeah.
By the
It's
way,
like-
that's crayons. I say crowns.
Well, okay.
Crowns or crayons?
Crayolas.
Crayolas.
Malk.
No. No. I made this for you. No. Okay. I agree though. That is an annoying. Or like
no
like
one wished me
equals-
happy birthday. I was born without a face, and no one wished me happy birthday. If I get 1 million likes, it will give me a happy birthday.
No, it's
Type
usually-
amen and share.
It's usually if I get 1 million likes, I will get a face. Or my favorite is I do not consent to Facebook sharing such and such, and it's this long drawn out post. And bless people's hearts, so many of them they don't know any better, and they genuinely believe that that does something. And then Facebook comes out and they're like, "We will never make you do this." And then the other ones, because I run 2 different social media pages, I'll get messages all the time that say, "Hey, you have been banned
Yeah.
from Facebook." And you go and you click on the profile, and it's just every one of their posts is so-and-so has been banned, so-and-so has been banned from social media unless you follow this specific link that we provide.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can't fix it. And every time I click on that link, my computer dies, and I don't understand what's happening.
Give us your blood type.
What was your mother's maiden name, your first pet, street you grew up on, and your blood type?
First grade teacher.
All normal questions.
Yes.
Speaking of scammers, I've been the victim of a scam before.
Wow.
So is my wife. Because she married me.
Wow.
The greatest scam of all.
Wow.
Boom. Roasted.
But you said you were the victim of a scam.
Yeah, I married her. No.
Bold move with her right there.
I don't know that I've told that story or not, and I think I need to save it for Did That Really Happen?
Okay, yeah, probably.
So anyways, I was now going to turn my attention to Mark. Facebook or Instagram?
I have to go Instagram.
Why?
I feel like the photo filters are really filling. I'm not trying to be funny, but I just think that's better than Facebook. the filters, and I just feel like I connect with people better on Instagram than I do Facebook.
How?
And I like the logo.
The logo?
I like the logo. Facebook is just bland, and it should be a capital F, not lowercase.
It is a nice gradient. I'll give you that much.
Dogs or cats? Bradley? Wait, okay.
Am I what?
Are you a Gen Xer?
I think I'm technically the
He's
last
from
year for
Oklahoma.
millennial.
What year were you born? Use
96.
the microphone.
I was born in 96.
No way. You're kidding.
You were born in 99?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you're 3 years older than him.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
so.
6 years older than him. And Mahatma Gandhi is 143 years older than him.
And dead.
And dead.
Sorry I didn't use the mic. I didn't know if you wanted that on there or not.
Yeah. We don't edit these.
No.
So every time you say scratch the
Oh, okay.
tape,
I know that
it's
now.
it's going to make it in.
I thought it was just a funny bit that he was going with. I thought it was a creative
What?
choice.
Well,
What
guess
was?
what? Our editor's here right now.
Adam just walks out of the
Do you
bedroom.
guys get that? No one showed up. By the way, Adam Vaughn used to be our editor, so that's
No,
funny.
Adam-
I know
Adam Clarke.
we named Adam after Adam.
Yeah, I heard that on the podcast.
Anyway,
You said that on there. That really
dogs
happened.
or cats?
I think I'm going to go cats. Well, I'll explain why. The reason I do cats is because they just go in a litter box, and you can just clean the litter box, and they don't go anywhere in the floor. And they usually just leave you alone.
That's true.
And so
But-
for that reason, I'm going to pick cats.
But they eat your face after you die.
Who
Yeah.
hurt you?
That's like a known fact.
It can't be real.
Yes.
Okay, let's be
A mountain
completely-
lion, mine. I'm talking about a house cat.
Yeah, no, a house cat. So, like, there's multiple confirmed stories.
Multiple. Define
Yes.
multiple. 2.
That would be multiple, would it not? Of, like, a cat owner dying and, like, not having enough food for the cat. And the cat's eventually like, gotta eat something.
That face looks real appealing right now. Get it? Appealing.
Talk about a fancy feast.
Okay. And it's scratch, 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 scratch. No, okay. Think this through for a second.
I should have left off the catnip perfume.
If this is true, how in the world are we not hearing more about it?
You hear it all the time.
What news site are you on?
Facebook.
Is that the kid with no face that's asking for prayers for his birthday?
I died. My cat ate my face.
So that's the kid, though. That's got to be the kid. It's like, I died. I have no face. But if you will like my birthday, I will be brought back to life.
Type amen.
Type amen. 1 like equals 1 prayer. Which, why wouldn't I just pray? Like, why would I not sit there and go, you know what I should do? Pray. I shouldn't just hit. You think anybody has ever done that and been like, I've done my part, and just walked about the rest of their
I
day?
built this tank using only recycling bottles. Have you ever seen that one?
Okay, Bradley, dogs or cats?
I'm going cats because of the Kentucky Wildcats. I don't care if they eat my face.
Okay,
That got weird quick. Let's just be a Louisville fan.
change it.
No. I'm not going to let you bully me into changing my answer.
Change it.
No.
I'm commanding you
Okay.
to change it.
Okay, dogs.
Change it back.
Cats.
Change it again.
Fish.
Okay, Eli Sales. We can do that one.
You're kidding.
You're killing me. That's what the
me.
fish said to Eli.
Oh, man.
Okay. I'm gonna say dogs. I don't like cats. They're mean. They're evil. Cats are demons. All right. Be Real or Snapchat? I'm gonna start with this one. I have no idea what Be Real even is. I
Yeah.
hear people say it all the time. Like I've I've been out to dinner during like a lectureship or something with people, and they're like, "It's time," and then they all get their phones out like, get it. And then all of a sudden, I get a text message from like, "You just popped up in 10 people's Be Real." So I'm like,
I think it's a
What?
cult.
"What is Be Real?" Any of you guys know what Be Real is?
Well, yeah, you take a picture of yourself. Like, you got to take it then and there. A camera.
That sounds
But, like,
terrifying.
Take a picture. But a lot of people are like,
Okay,
it's supposed to be like,
genuine question.
Yeah.
If I understand correctly, these go off at different times, right?
I don't know if everybody gets. I've never used it. My sister has.
Is it true that like you only have a certain amount of minutes?
I think so.
Because
You
I
never know what time to get punished.
do you get punished if you don't? It's like all of a sudden your passcode won't work for 3 hours because you didn't take your Be Real in time.
6 months in jail
6 months in jail. Could you imagine?
with a cat who wants to eat your face.
Could you imagine someone's listening to this podcast, okay? And as soon as we said, yeah, but we can hear you. As soon as we said 6 months in jail, if their Be Real went off and they didn't get to it in time, and then they were arrested for tax evasion, they would think
It was
that
because
it's
of the Be Real.
the Be Real. So let's be
But
real.
let's be real. You wouldn't only go to jail for 6 months for tax evasion.
Depends. Did you only do 6 months of tax evasion? Also, what is tax evasion? Because it sounds a lot like what I do
That's
every
Mike Tyson. That's Mike Tyson.
I don't know if you remember.
The Office.
Yes,
yeah.
with Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin Malone was asking.
What exactly is accounting fraud?
Yeah, 'cause he said, "What is that?" I've had her explain it to me 3 times because it sounds a lot like what I do here every day. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna say Snapchat just because that's the only one I know.
Yeah, I'm too old for Be Real, so Snapchat.
I'm gonna say Be Real.
Surprise, surprise.
Quite the contrarian.
We can't end this until we all agree on one. By the way, arbitrary rule. That I
What's
just
the
made
next
up,
one
but-
then?
We'll die, and a
We'll
cat will eat
die.
our face.
All right, here we go. Call or text message?
I like a good speakerphone call.
Who hurt you?
I don't like to text. I don't know. It's not my thing. I'd rather just talk to someone.
Why?
Huh?
Do
Well,
you
'cause-
Are you one of those people who takes a speakerphone call in public?
No, I don't do that. I just would rather not text everything out and just get it out in a phone call.
No. The only time I will call somebody is when I need something urgently from them and they haven't responded to 6 texts.
You're a kid.
No, I'm not. I'm be real.
6 texts?
Arbitrary number.
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming text message?
Yeah, yeah.
I am a phone call, but I don't want to do it on speakerphone.
Exactly.
I don't want to be going around going, yeah, I know. Yeah, she did get that mole checked out. Everything's fine. What else happened? Yeah, tell me about that.
And-
She might die tomorrow, and it's very personal. Tell me on as loud as possible what you're up to right now.
And I've got to walk around whenever I'm on a phone call. You can only bail out on the highway so many times.
What?
What did that mean?
I have no idea. All right, let's
You get a call when you're driving.
go to the next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, goodness.
Rollies.
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 Is that what they're called?
Heelys.
Oh, I thought they were rollies. I had a pair when I was younger.
Rollies. Heelys. Or roller skates.
They're rollies. I think they're called
No,
rollies.
They're called Heelys. It says right there, Heelys. All right, Mark. Heelys or rollerblades? Skates.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say Heelys because what? Why would you have roller skates more than Heelys? You can at least walk like a normal person on rollies or Heelys instead of trying to do roller skating.
I worked at a skating rink.
I didn't know that.
Is there more to that story?
I cleaned gum off the wheels. I was an 8-year-old with a jug of acetone out there scrubbing.
I thought he was gonna say I was an 8-year-old with a jug of acid. I'm just gonna throw it at people as they're skating.
Don't chew gum. Like Shimmy Eye with the rocks.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay.
But that explains a lot. Permanent brain damage from the acetone.
Permanent brain damage. I am going to say roller skates because I've never owned a pair of Heelys in my life because I was an adult.
You want me to tell you about the first pair I had of Heelys?
Yes.
So
Do we have a choice?
We're going to hear it anyway.
no, my grandma got them for me.
Thanks, Grandma.
Well, listen, and when I was using them, I chipped some of the paint off of them, or I don't know. They just kind of looked wonky looking after I ran into the side of the bit, and she put black nail polish on them and touched them up, and that was my first pair of Heelys there. But I can also walk like a normal person when I want to. I think it's a great invention. I think both of you are wrong on choosing the roller skates. What's the next one?
Cash or card?
Cash.
Oh
They can't
my
track
goodness.
cash. They can't track cash. There's no fraud with cash. That's an easy one. You can
Okay.
pick anything
No
else.
fraud.
Okay, we had
There's no
Kevin. Now we have Creed.
There's no fraud. with
No
cash.
fraud with cash.
Have you ever heard of a counterfeit bill?
Sounds a lot like what I do here.
I had Holly explain to me 6 times what counterfeit bills are because it sounds a lot like what I have in my wallet every day.
Fresh printed. Of Bel Air.
The light green ink is still on there. Are you seriously saying cash?
No, I'm gonna do credit card on this one. I was just joking. Get points.
Really?
back. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna do credit card.
Strangely enough, I agree.
All right.
Dave Ramsey would hate all 3 of us because debt is dumb, cash
Well,
is king.
I don't have a
and
credit
the
card.
paid-off home mortgage has replaced the Ferrari
And
in
Dave
the front
Ramsey's
yard.
declared bankruptcy before as well. He forgot to mention that. What was that you were saying, Bradley?
No, I'm not trying to talk like Tim Kidwell. No. I could, but I won't. 28 minutes in. Need to edit that out probably. Oh, this episode's probably not getting used, is it? Oh, I agree with credit card.
Credit card. I think credit card's the way to go.
Card in general.
Yeah.
I don't like cash because if it's stolen, it's gone forever. We're doing one other one.
I'm terribly sorry.
This should be pretty easy.
The fact that you said that means that it's not going to
It
be.
will not be.
Walmart or Target? Bradley, you start.
I know what Michael's gonna say.
I'm gonna say Walmart.
I'm gonna say Walmart too.
It's ubiquitous.
Spell ubiquitous.
Shut up.
Sorry for your ears. Oh my goodness.
We don't normalize audio levels.
Do you think that after 10 minutes ago I said we don't have an editor,
We could.
that we normalize audio levels?
Could.
All right, Bradley's made me mad. He's muted for the rest of the podcast. Walmart or Target?
You got to go Walmart, man. I think it's pretty obvious.
I don't know that I
Don't
can
do
go
it.
Walmart.
Don't go to Target.
Target hits the spot though. Bradley, if you speak one more time, I will cut your tongue out and feed it to a gaggle of cats. Tempt me, I promise you. You'll wake up tomorrow with no tongue and a gaggle of cats in your bedroom eating it.
A gaggle of them.
That's at least 2. I'm going to say Walmart.
That's
Only
right.
only for this reason. Great Value Frosted Flakes are the same as regular Frosted Flakes. I don't know if you know this or not, but Frosted Flakes from Kellogg's apparently doesn't have the copyright on both the name and the recipe. So if you go and buy Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, you are seriously overpaying.
it's too generic of a name to copyright, so they couldn't. It's literally what they are, Frosted Flakes.
How do you know that?
I know stupid things.
Are you from Big Kellogg?
No, but I also know how we got blue raspberry.
The flavor or the syrup?
Yes. Would you like to hear the story?
From God, it's a fruit.
Bless you.
No, I want to hear this. Tell me how we got it.
Okay. So whenever they were making new popsicle flavors, there were a lot of red ones. You had strawberry and cherry and watermelon, and they're all red.
No.
Yeah. I'm right. Yeah, I'm just doing this for fun. So they're like, we need to have a raspberry thing, but we can't have a fourth red popsicle. We've got all this blue dye running around here that we're not doing anything with. Why don't we just make a blue raspberry?
And they were like, Kowalski, you've done it.
So that's how we got blue raspberry. And now people like Mark think that
I've
blue
seen
raspberry.
them, brother. I've seen them.
Not.
I've seen blue
'em.
raspberries. I've seen them. They're out there, and number one, you just made that up.
You are.
No, I didn't.
You are such a conspiracy theorist. They're out there.
I've seen them.
The aliens
I've
who
seen
took me
blue
gave me
raspberries
blue
before.
raspberry.
They're a
Not
little
like
tart
that.
and blue.
Oh, okay. Not like blue raspberry. There are such a thing as blue raspberries,
I see.
but not like that.
like that.
You're muted again. Mark,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon or Disney?
It's hard, but I think I'm going to have to say Nickelodeon.
Show your work.
I just think Nickelodeon is... SpongeBob's Nickelodeon, right?
If you have to ask, I don't think
What is SpongeBob? Is it Nickelodeon? It's not Disney. I never saw SpongeBob doing the Disney one. Huh?
He's a sponge.
Is it? I like Nickelodeon better. Hey Arnold too. That's good. Nickelodeon.
I will say, growing up on all that, The Amanda Show, Keenan and Kel. You need to leave. Bringing the Dancing Lobsters.
Bringing the dancing lobster.
Yeah, I have a friend named Bradley, and I'd love to get his opinion on this, but he wronged me so badly that I'm going to let Lauren come and give her opinion instead.
Lauren,
welcome to the podcast. Come on. Get up, Bradley. Give the microphone to your wife and sit in the corner and think about what you've done. No, wait. Sit down. You can't just stand. You got to sit. This is an official podcast. We're a network. Wait. Oh, my goodness. Wait till I give the cue.
Okay.
Okay, you are now unmuted. Begin.
Fairly Odd Parents.
And what was that on?
Nickelodeon.
I
SpongeBob.
agree. And personally, I don't even care what Bradley thinks. He can kick rocks.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Did I ask for your opinion? Did I ask for your opinion?
Shh.
Lauren, let's play a few rounds. Here we go. Bluey or Dora the Explorer?
Well,
what is Bluey?
what's her name?
Bluey. Spoken
Audie,
like a true...
Audie and Adam,
Yeah.
when y'all came to my house, I like Bluey. I watched Dora growing up, but I like Bluey.
My favorite thing is how Dora would be like, "Can you find the red apple?" And
She's
I would
holding
always,
it.
I would always sit there and be like, "No, I don't want to." And she'd be like, "Me too." And I hated that show with a passion, which is why it was one of my favorite shows to watch.
I'm gonna pick Dora too.
But I'm picking Bluey.
So, I have an interesting fact.
Oh, no.
My sister, she always says I look like Dora.
It's close.
And she made my Paramount Plus picture. Is that what? Yeah, I think Paramount Plus. She made my avatar Dora.
What have I done? What have I done? Bradley, get back over here. Lauren, leave. Nope, that's the one. Okay, here we go. For the final one, myself or my mortal nemesis, Stairs, also known as Enemy Jacobs. I vote for Emily as my enemy. Why would I vote for myself to be my own enemy? Look at me in that, that
They
photo.
say the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, guys, this was a pilot episode. Probably will never be continued. Of did that really happen? Adjacent, called this or that. I'm going to give this to Haston Hanley, and he will edit out all of the things we need him to edit out, which is quite a bit because 90% of the show is Mark going, scratch that. It's like you have an itch on your back that you can't reach, and you're telling your scratch that itch.
I said scratch that from the tape.
From the tape.
From
Wow.
the tape.
You ever have one of those back scratchers?
No, Bradley, I do not.
All right, guys, that's
I've
it.
got my